Okay, so it's not gonna be one of my usual videos because this is mostly this topic really like pissed me off because you may be looking at the title and it says girl, attention seeking girl with and before the story begins, I want you to know that mental health is real. Your mental well-being matters so much, just as much as your physical well-being. And I think that should be valued. Do not try to fake any sort of like mental health like things like that just for attention and all that. Just for all that, just to get a bit of like brownie points and all that, and just like a bit of like all that like attention and all that. This video is gonna be completely raw. There's no script. I'm just gonna talk into the microphone. I'm gonna say everything that's happening. So let me get on to the story. Okay, this story begins like last year when I was in I'm not gonna tell you what grade I was in. Basically, like before the summer started last year, and I came to the school year like really relatively okay, but this one girl, her name, I'm not gonna say her real name because as much as I hate this girl, I'm not gonna her. Let's just call her JJ. JJ was a very much an attention seeking girl. And I know what you're thinking, Anthony, what was she like what would she do when we gain attention? Being depressed. She would literally I am not even joking. This girl would straight up draw cuts on her arms, walk up to her friends and be like, "Guys, I just cut myself. I'm so depressed." In that exact tone of voice. And she was so bad, and she was like really attention seeking because and the thing was, I get it that most people like to get signs of depression like really like different ways, but her way of showing her that she was depressed by constantly telling everyone. She would dominate a conversation just by saying, "Oh, yeah, I'm depressed," and I'm like, okay, like I obviously I care about your mental well-being just to say it every single like if you have to say every single sentence, then you must really be depressed or like you're just doing it for attention. And I know like some people are gonna say like, what if she was actually no? Wanna know why? Because this girl would constantly, and I mean constantly, be like an energetic mood and all that. And my friend even told her, who shares all of her classes, that she acts the same way to everyone, even people that she doesn't even know. And she was such a God. Sorry, this just gets me mad. It's just do not fake any sort of like mental illness just for attention, because this girl was like really like on the attention side. Also, one thing that she got called into the office for was apparently, so she was using, I don't know why, what kind of stupid idea she was using like a like an AI character app. I forgot what app it was. I think I actually know. I don't think I'm not. I don't even know. But yeah, this app, she was talking to like an AI guy, and something really bad. She's something really bad that I do not. Warning: this what she said was really awful. So please skip like a couple seconds, okay? She said the character AI guy that she was going to unalive herself, and that she was super sad and she wanted to die, and yeah, like, and she said in a way like she was okay. So it got I didn't think it got leaked, but some friends told me that it did, like the chat, like there were screenshots taken and all that, and it was like really dramatic and it was clear as day that she was just saying it for attention. And yeah, so and then after the school computers got taken away from them, and then they got called to the office because some other friends were like also in the AI stuff that supported her when like all that. So like they called to the office. Then it got and then I just and after I heard about what happened, it was like, wow, this girl is either like I was still kind of buying the whole like story that she was actually depressed, and I was actually really feeling bad for her, but the thing is this happened on one of the school events, how I found out that she was really faking it. Also, that she was probably a bit racist, but I'm not going to go too much detail. I've already made plenty of racist stories, and I don't really want to talk too much today on this girl. So, JJ, we were walking to the cafeteria where we were going to do like a sing along, like, I think it's like a tic tac toe thing where you have to guess the song, like, write it down. If you get like a, like, you know, like a, not tic tac toe, Bingo. Yeah, bingo. If you get a bingo, then you go up and get a prize. And I don't know why, but I was sitting next to her, and I was talking to my friends, and then they were talking about, I don't know how this led to this, but then they talk about people, and I was like, she was like, oh yeah, I was wondering why they speak that weird language, and then I said, hey, I'm Mexican, she was like, oh my god, really? Speak Taco Bell, and I was like, what? And she was like, speak that weird language. And I was like really astonished, like, what did she just say? I wasn't saying anything, but I talked a bit of Spanish. She was like, that's cool. Then she went back talking to her friends. And then and then one thing that she said, that she was like, if you're depressed and you know it, clap your hands. And a good amount of her friends clapped their hands. I didn't really, because I was like really shocked about what she was doing. And she was talking about depression like it was a joke, like someone, like something, like she was just like a butt of the joke or something. And it was like really bad, and I got really upset, and I thought to myself, wow, this girl's definitely faking it. And also because the other day she drew cuts on her arms and told them that it was real. So I was trying my best to like not like, I just wanted to avoid this girl as much as possible. It just led to the point that one day, like, we had to sit next to each other in class. I think it was like my history or no, social studies class, and we had to sit next to each other. But I didn't, and then we had to partner up with her, and I was not happy to like sit next to her. And okay, so she was mad. She was mad at the fact that she, like, I told my friends that she drew cuts on her arms, because I wasn't trying to spread any gossip. I was just telling my friends that she was doing something bad, and my friends didn't tell anyone, but some people overheard it, and then they started spreading it like wildfire. And I'll admit that was probably not the best thing, and I really regret that I kind of accidentally spread it, because I did not mean to. But she was mad, and I, after we partnered up, and she was like, you know what, how about you do? And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I started working on my half. She worked on her half, and she was like, so why'd you snitch? And I was like, huh? Like, you told them that I drew cuts on my arms. Like, why did you do that? And I'm like, because you did. And then after a while, I went, like, after the class ended, I went back and I told my friends about the whole thing, and then they immediately kicked her off the table. They said, no, don't fake that kind of stuff. Are you insane? So it got really bad, to the point that it just led to me straight up being so mad at this girl. So that's what happened in the story. I'm hoping I don't have to see this girl again, because I don't want people... Okay, so this is something that everyone should know. Mental health is a real thing that you need to... No, I'm sorry. I did not mean to say it like that. I meant mental health is a real thing, and you matter, no matter... Like, your feelings do matter, no matter how you feel. You can feel depressed, anxiety, any sort of mental health feeling inside of you. It all matters. Don't, I repeat, please don't fake things for attention. Sorry for the very, very dark video. I just needed to get this off my chest, because this really made me mad and upset, and I just got the full story right now. So yeah, a new video will be coming up soon.